That's Marvin Gaye on BBC Radio 2, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. We have got Sir Lenny Henry coming in for a chat very, very soon.
BBC News at 8:30, this is Claire Runacres. The Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, is to fast-track many of his plans for the economy by announcing billions of pounds worth of tax and spending measures this morning. He's delivering his statement 2 weeks earlier than expected to try to reassure the financial markets. Liz Truss is to discuss the government's approach with her cabinet and meet backbench Conservative MPs as her position remains precarious. 3 Tory backbenchers have already said she should go. The head of Scotland Yard has said hundreds of his officers should be sacked after a report found many of them were getting away with criminal behaviour. Sir Mark Rowley has apologised to the public and the honest and dedicated officers that had been let down. And officials in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, say the city has been attacked by explosive drones. The blasts come a week after the city was hit by several Russian missiles. The weather, there'll be outbreaks of showery rain in northern parts of the UK, but it'll be dry and sunny across much of the south. BBC News are next at 9.
Thank you very much, Claire. Mike, you've got the sport.
I certainly do, Vernon. Yes, before this weekend, Liverpool hadn't won a Premier League match since August, or to put that in political terms, 2 chancellors ago. But all that changed yesterday.
And the cheer at Anfield tells you that Liverpool have beaten Manchester City here by 1-0. It's a first Premier League defeat of the season for the champions, for Pep Guardiola's side.
We play a really good game, but these games with the margin is so tight, the mistakes they punish you, and we make a mistake, and that's why we lost the game.
Pep Guardiola, though, was fuming about a disallowed goal for City, whilst Jurgen Klopp was sent off at the end of an ill-tempered match at Anfield, which saw Liverpool claim a much-needed 1-0 victory over Manchester City. Mo Salah with the goal. Defeat for the champion City meant it was a very good day for Arsenal, who are now 4 points clear at the top of the table after they beat Leeds 1-0. In Scotland, Rangers beat Motherwell in the Premiership, and Manchester United are the new leaders of the Women's Super League after a 4-0 win over Brighton. Big defeat for Wales in the Women's Rugby Union World Cup Down Under. They lost to New Zealand 56-12 yesterday. Meanwhile, Britain finished the Track Cycling World Championships in France with 3 gold medals yesterday, including for Nia Evans, who claimed her first major individual title in the women's points race.
Definitely the icing on the cake. It's been a little bit frustrating. We've had good form as a team and we've shown some really strong elements, but it's not always just come together to generate that result. So then to get the opportunity to see what I had left in the legs today, pretty much. But what a way to finish.
At the Rugby League World Cup, there was defeat for Scotland yesterday, who lost to Italy, but Ireland began their tournament with a big win over debutants Jamaica at Headingley. Finally, want to pay a quick tribute to a true legend of Devon sport.
Cross into the area, and Argyle score!
Carl Dugan!
Into the penalty area was Dugan! He was near the penalty spot, and Argyle are on the board of the Emirates Stadium! Arsenal 2, Plymouth Argyle 1. The fans are going crazy!
Yeah, iconic voice. Plymouth Argyle commentator Gordon Sparks died yesterday at the age of just 61 after a battle with cancer. Sparksy commentated on Argyle for 32 years across hospital radio, commercial radio, before joining BBC Radio Devon, where he also presented The Breakfast Show. So many tributes online to Gordon, from Sharon Davies to Peter Shilton. We are sending lots of love to Gordon's family, and I tell you what, he would have loved your goalpost chat this morning, because it is just farcical scenes, and it's more common than you think as well. It happened recently at Ajax. Ajax were playing Arsenal in the Europa League, and they had to shorten the goals there too. So it's a strange phenomenon.
I have no idea what's going on. It's bizarre.
Yeah. So if you're going to a football, take your hacksaw, because you never know when you might be called into action.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. All right. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show
With Vernon Kay.